Hello everyone. It's me. Yeah, okay. I took a little bit longer than I should have to come back. Oopsies, that was kind of my bad. Things happen. It's like, oh, I want to go do this. Oh, something came up. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I ran out of time. You know how it be sometimes. So, today's job is to finish up the official minis. We're not counting Mini Rosalina because she doesn't show up in the Mini Mario and Friends game. Which, maybe I'll just do it off screen or something, I don't know. But basically, we're gonna be finishing up our last ones with the Mini Rosalina and the Mini Diddy Kong. And at some point I gotta do both Donkey Kongs. The one that shows up in the DS games and the new version because they look different. Alright, let's go start this up. I already got the Blender file ready because, you always gotta start that up. Oh. Huh? Oh, it's because it crashed. I didn't realize that. Whoopsies. Give me a moment because that crashed apparently. Ooh. Oh, okay. I guess it works now. I don't know why it crashed. I guess it crashed when I started it, huh? Alright, we're gonna have some typical, Fantasy Star music. I like this music. Let me just, Alright. Yeah, I think that's a good, amount of volume. So yeah, how's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty okay. You've seen me already pull up the official Etsy shop. That's available now. You can order the mini Peach, which I'm currently trying to work on it a bit more with some other stuff. Make a few copies of that. The next one that's probably gonna be available is maybe like the Bowser, because that one's like a silly one. It's like, oh, you don't see that one often. So yeah, I'm not really doing much. How many days ago has it been so I can recount? What? It's missing. 5 days. It's been 5 days, huh? Okay, 5 days ago. I was able to find I went to I do my weekly local liquidation shopping, because you can get some really crazy stuff there. So, what ended up happening was I found what's it? What did I find again? Actually, let me just up this. This one's gonna be a bit of a hard one because I don't actually have like a true reference. All the other ones have like front-facing, like, oh, the Mario's have a front-facing, the Yoshi is kind of front-facing, Peach, there's the front-facing, Toad's easy, all that. But Rosalina's always at an angle, so that might be a little hard. So then, what's it? Anyways, at the liquidation shop, I went on... When did I go? I don't really remember when I went, actually. But when I went, there was exactly what I needed, like there's something called a thermal labeler, okay? Maybe I can... Right, I found a thermal labeler, which is basically like a free printing, like, it, you know how typical receipts, they use a thing called thermal paper, so, like, heats up the paper and it makes black marks, okay? I think that's how it works, or it's like, the other way around, where it somehow becomes black from, like, cold. I don't actually know. But anyways, I was able to get one for $7. Typically, that type of stuff is, like, 100. And, apparently it's, like, a good thing to have if you're, like, gonna start a little business type of thing, which I am with the little particle shop thing with my friend. Okay. So we have something like this. Oh, yeah, look at that. What else was I gonna talk about? You know, I got that for super cheap, and it came with, like, at least 50 of those labels, so I think I'm pretty good for now. What else? What else has changed? Oh, they were having a little, like, thing at the local liquidation shop too, where it's like, oh, the winner gets like a what's it, like a robot vacuum, like a Roomba type of thing, and I ended up winning. So we now have a funny robot vacuum in the house. That's kind of silly. It's since I'm in, like, the basement, it's kind of loud, but, like, eh. Yeah, it's actually, the Rosalina is actually, like, super simple. Like, there's not really much to work with here. The only thing is, how do I make the little, like, panels here? The star I'm gonna make as a separate object, like, 5. No, 6? No, that's not a star. How do you make a star again? Okay, let me just quickly look it up. I forgot how to make a star. Yeah, I'd wish that they'd actually show how to make a star, but, like, they just automatically have a star. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta make it yourself, huh? This. Oh, it's 10. I remember it being like 8 or something. Okay, we get rid of that. These 3? Okay, let me just... Oh! Oh, that makes sense, yeah. See, look at that. Oh, whoa. Oh, I guess I usually use it as a circle, huh? Okay. If we end up finishing this, like, way faster than I expect it to, then what I'm probably gonna do is just 270. Yeah. Actually, it's kind of a fat star. Let me see if I can fix that. It's more like that. Alright, okay. So from the center, I'm just gonna eyeball it for now. When I actually put it into a CAD program, it'll actually center it. Look at that. Okay, we got the star ready. The sleeves were super... Oh, wait. That's a little bit more complicated than I thought. If you look at that angle, it's like, oh, that's nothing. Oh, that's a bit more than that. Okay. There we go. And then from here... Oh, okay, I guess that one was, like, bent like that? Seems a little small, but... Guess that's right, huh? Look at that. Okay. So yeah, it'd be something like that. How do you think I can make the visor thingy? Whatever this is. My immediate thought is looking at that, grabbing those and moving it up. But I might make it into like a clip or something. Maybe we'll put that on hold and we'll just start working on the head. Luckily for me, as you can see, Rosalina has a little neck. So that means I can ball joint that. So that kind of lucks out on my part. Okay. What else is there to talk about? There's always a lot of stuff going through my head and I just kind of forget. Oh, I went and asked one of my friends to borrow his 3D printer. Not his 3D printer, the Okay, wait, no. My head's a little disjointed because there's so much noise. Okay, so they have a resin printer, and I asked to borrow it. Okay, so I'm hoping that I can give it a little try, and see if I can actually print that and make a prototype using the resin instead of a PLA, because I went and used the Okay, yeah, that's a simple face. May sharpen it a bit. Okay, there we go. Oh, and then... I guess maybe I need to flatten the face a bit more, but... Yeah, I do like... Okay, there we go. Let me just save. You know something that's I was trying to print with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle, okay? Because you know, gotta test. Because you know, when I make the prototypes before I tell my friend how to do it, I use you know, you print it, you cover it, you coat it with. You can either coat it with I use either this stuff called Bondo body filler for cars, where you go and how would I explain it? You know, would I do this with a cube? I guess I could do it with a cube. There are too many noises going through my head. I'm having trouble hearing. Okay, taking one noise out. Because I was listening to the show called Law and Order. You know, the funny like doo doo noise comes from that show. It was like I was listening to the episode with the weird like the evil like sociopath kid, and then like one of the dudes just like shoots the kid. And it's like, oh, I kind of want to see what the deal with that was. Like I've read what people say in like YouTube comments, but like I really just kind of wanted to like know what the deal was. Anyways, yeah, the resin printer, the 0.2 nozzle. I mean, I guess it's someone's using a blender. Not really a fan of how I did this. It's not really that, like, clean or anything. We'll see if this actually, like, screws me over. Okay, we'll just follow this completely. So that when I bend it back into shape, it'll probably, like, be straight. Yeah, this is kind of gross. Look at that. We'll follow the light yellow. We'll ignore the dark yellow parts. So that I actually have something to follow, so I don't have to, like, blindly do something. Yeah, yeah, there's definitely a better way to do this. The 0.2 nozzle, if you actually, I've been trying to use it, it works sometimes. Like, I've made a prototype with the 0.2, and it worked. But then, and then all of a sudden, when I'm trying to make another one, because I was like, oh, they don't actually, the peaches don't fully fit in the capsule at the size I printed it at. So I'm gonna have to go and do another. Oh, actually, this should stay in the back. Yeah, you know, it's supposed to look like that. But is it supposed to be this much back? Let me just try centering it a bit more. Yeah, the way I did it is probably a mistake, but... Oops. Okay, let's try subdividing. Subdivide. Sharpening the point. I guess we gotta sharpen the point over here, too. Huh? Well, clearly this is not it. Okay. Doing this again. Let's try this again. If I were to do this, how would I? I'm trying to use as little, like, vertices as possible, if you get what I mean. Because that starts messing things up if I... starts making things ugly, like you saw. Okay. But yeah, the 3D printer's, like, been fighting me this whole day. So I've been having a lot of trouble with that thing. Because for some reason, it just decides, oh, I don't want to print 0.2 anymore. It all happened because... It all started because it was like... When I was printing, I was like, oh, they print pretty fine. And then I was looking at my files. I'm like, oh crap! I forgot to change the nozzle size, because you only typically you just set up like, oh, it's gonna be this size, and the system's like, okay. It's like, oh, I'm gonna print with a 0.4 nozzle. I'm gonna print with a at a size of 0.2, and the system's like, okay. So I just set it to, oh, print at 0.1, and the system just kind of went, okay. And I was like, okay, that's fine then. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh crap, wait a minute, I'm using a 0.2 nozzle. So I swapped to that, the proper thing, and all of a sudden it stops working. Like, well, damn, okay. I try to pull up the, it up again, where it's like, using a 0.4 nozzle as the base, and it's still not working again. So what I might try, maybe it's because I made it too small. That could be an issue. That's probably my best guess right now on why it's not working. But, you know, who knows? Oh, yeah, you see, this is actually, like, so much cleaner. It's like a topology thing. Instead of, like, the hundreds or whatever it was, it's like, it's not that bad. It's kind of, it's still weird, but, like, it's not that bad. Subdivide. Like, it's more, understandable than it used to be. Still need to sharpen this bit, huh? Yeah, okay. What if I alt yellow? Can't. Can't do that, huh? Well, at least I get some of them. Yeah, we'll curl it back, like, a lot. This part still needs to be flat so I can connect it using just like the other one did. I think the head needs to be a bit rounder. Needs a bit more head. Yeah, like that. Okay, maybe not that much. I guess I'll just... Partly forgot on this side I gotta just flat. Yeah, something like that. Hmm. Clearly I need some more to put up. Close. Close. Pop out. Lift up a bit. And I gotta do the same down here. Because the back doesn't matter at all. Mm-hmm. Actually, if I... I'm gonna do it kind of like how I did with the peach, where it's like that. Okay. put him in the same area, and then all of a sudden he can start working a bit better. Like that, I think. Feels like I need like another line here like that, just so I can soften that a bit more. All right, KKK. All right. You know, like always, I do find it odd how I always like I instantly calm myself when I'm streaming. Like, I don't. I aim to have a bit more of a bombastic personality. Like, I hope I can get something like that, make things a bit more exciting for you guys. But usually that doesn't work out. I usually end up being super calm. It's kind of weird. Like, oh, you gotta go, ooh, I'm me, look at that. But it's like, nah, it's cool. I wonder if I should, yeah, I should do that. Did anything else exciting happen in the last 5 days I was talking about? So yeah, I'm borrowing one of my friend's 3D printers so I can... resin printer, so I can try it out at least. Or I can just ask him to print it for me. That's also, like, a thing I could try doing. And if things work out well, maybe I'll even consider, like, getting one myself. Okay, music is ended. Let's go swap out to some... I don't know. Let me go look for something. But yeah, when printing stuff like this, it seems a lot, like, smaller than you'd think it'd be. It's like, these pieces are very small. Like, you'd look at that if you were 3D printing, it's like, that's a piece of scrap. And just throw it away, so... Ugh. Man, nothing to pull up today, huh? Playlists. I guess I'll just go back to the art stream music, calm music. We start with super exciting music, and we end with... we swap with calm. Put on to shuffle, swap it out. Alright. I guess if I'm gonna do it like this, I should probably, yeah, no, it seems like I'm gonna have to bend it into this version, because when it curls in, that's when it gets lost a bit in translation. So then, from there, that's when I can, put this in. You know something? I kind of hope that, if you remember that, that one of the frequent viewers, Albert, you know, when he came in and said that he was having a lot of trouble, I really do hope he's doing okay now. Because, you know, from what he described, it sounded pretty bad. So I do hope he gets better. Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time, like, being a bit more retrospective towards, like, stuff like this. Like, you know, spend some time thinking. Like, oh, thinking about other VTuber friends that I used to have, or I still do have. The few friends that I actually made. Or, like, the people who was like, do they really acknowledge me as, like, as someone, or what? Because, you know, sometimes I think about how there's this one VTuber friend, I guess. Where, you know, they always, like, every once in a while, they play streams with, like, games. And I'm apparently considered a friend, right? But I don't ever get invited to playing a game with them. So, it does make me feel a little like, man, like, I'm right here. It's not like I'm doing anything better. Okay, how does this look? Yeah, I think that looks probably fine. Might need to flatten this a little better, though. Get rid of that part and flatten that. Oh, whoops. No, alt click? Oh, right click. Okay, from here we flatten this part. So now we have something to work with, like, oh, we connect it through there. Okay, how does her hair look? It's the spike. I think it's like kind of the same as Peach's, but it's just like smaller. The little diamond thing's kind of neat though. Okay, is there anything I need to be aware of right now? No. No messages, no nothing. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll... Yeah, if you see, the way I interpret this is that this is like a separate piece, you know? Oh. Oh, actually, if you look at the Peach one, maybe there's something I missed. Like, you see how it pokes out like that? Maybe there's something... Is there more that I'm, like, not seeing? Okay, give me a second. Let me, look it up. All characters. No sound. Alright, Rosalina. Wait a minute, I can just pull up her sprite. I didn't download her sprite, actually. Now I think about it. Wii U... Give me a second. Let me go and download them. Whoops. It didn't spoil anything, but okay. Sure. Fine. Okay. Extract the photos. Oh, I should probably save. I'm in object mode. Pull up that, and pull up that. Okay. Oh, yeah, you can see that. Oh, okay. What's that? Okay, there's a weird curl out. Okay. Okay, it's a... I see, I see. Bit out and a curl out. I should check the peach if I made it wrong, actually. Because I'm looking at... You know, you look at this, it's like, I might have missed a bit on the peach one, huh? Okay, that's for the hair. Okay, I can see how it's like... Okay, so it's not like how I did it. Gotcha. I'll keep that in mind later. Hmm? Oh. Okay, yeah, sounds fine too. I was like, is the sound okay? I didn't actually look. Yeah, from here it's like curl out into the... Okay, it's kind of like that. Sharpen that, and then I don't really know. Like that, I guess. I guess with this we can just move it down so I could round it out better, a little bit better. Okay, let's add another one thing for volume. Okay. You know, from here, I think I should probably cut and make that into its own thing, right? Because you can see that the vertices are kind of like screwy. This should fix at least some of it. Guess we will stretch this out. that. It's a little bit high. Actually, can I? I think I could probably fix that. Just lower like that. Yeah, it should be a bit about that size. And put that there. Okay, subdivide. Hmm? Oh, hey, Albert. How things? You doing better? You feeling better? Haven't seen you. I mean, it's only been like one stream since you weren't here last stream. So like, how you doing? Yeah, I haven't really been doing too much, but I've been doing pretty fine, I guess. Just more like just small work. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm free and taking my meds as always. Yep, you gotta always keep up those meds, huh? The way they do it, like, it's more closer like this. Hmm. Okay, I think this needs to be a bit more rounded. How do I do this? Okay, I think I see. I see what's up. Just need to bend that down and bend this in more. Oh, and pull these out. Trying to think, do I have much talking topics right now at the moment? Not really. I've kind of just burned through all of them. Okay, there was a few thoughts I did have though. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Streaming got kind of, it was like, OBS got kind of weird because, you know, I finally connected stream elements to my stream itself. And after that, it went and started doing something screwy. Where it started trying to log me in using that. Oh, I gotta get rid of those. The inside ones. Oh. I wonder if it'd look better if I added a inside thing here and then just started. Probably could, yeah. Recently started a new writing project. Nice. That's pretty good. You know? You know, for a while, I remember, like, thinking about how, like, some of, like, my best... Yeah, I love writing stories. Yeah, you know, I like writing stories too, but typically it's not, like... Actually, no, I just haven't had the, I just wasn't ready yet to make them into the way I want them to be. I mean, I'm ready now. So like, once but my main goal for this month was to get this ready, the shop ready. So once I have basically all the minis ready, I'll go back to make a rotating schedule. But the thing I was gonna say before was I remember for a while that I was wondering if I was still able to write good stories after getting like significantly better, because you always hear stories about like, oh, how like the best stories ever got written whenever the writers were in like a bad place in their life, right? Like, oh, Hideaki Anno going through some stuff when he wrote Evangelion, and you know what? That's a real popular thing. So I was really worried that it's like, ever since I started getting like significantly better, that potentially that I might not be able to do it. But no, I've been pretty good for a very long time now, and I've been still able to like churn out some absolutely fire ideas that I'm pretty excited to show you guys at some point. Oh wow, it's actually like, oh, okay, that's my bad. Look at that. This part I kind of got spot on, but the rest I gotta. Yeah, I gotta bend it up. Da-da-da-do. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that these days. It's like, oh, eventually you'll get your spontaneous inspiration to like absolutely create some art. I've been thinking right now I've been thinking right now to write a story where I'm the protagonist and explore the 7 realms of hell, where 7 demons represent the 7 deadly sins, and expose my own sins. Yeah, okay. That's kind of like what's it? That makes me think of that one book, Dante's Inferno. If you ever heard of that, I kind of like how people joke about it these days. Just like he just made fan fiction that was like funny enough that people actually ended up Divine Comedy. Oh, Divine Comedy. Huh. I thought you were leading into like saying like, oh, you do that. It's an introspection about yourself where it shows you your own sins and stuff like that by encountering other sins. But yeah, no. I was thinking Dante's Inferno, where he wrote something about the 7. He effectively invented the 7 layers of hell, and people just took that as canon, even though it's effectively fan fiction, because it's like he wasn't a religious prophet or anything, not explaining anything. He just wrote it, and people just believed it. Okay. You can... Okay, how do I bend this into proper shape that I need? I guess I need another one, huh? Sharpen the little tip of her hair. And in the story, I go through 7 realms of heaven, where 7 annals expose my 7 capital virtues, the opposite of 7 deadly sins. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Huh? Oh. Oh, 7 angels. Yeah, yeah, okay, I get you. Well, I guess I can just... Alright. It's cleared up. I think I can just... I need to do a bit of work to pull these back out, huh? Okay. Okay, we still sharpened that one at least. I'll write that story later because I'm focusing on my main project. Oh yeah, I get that, you know. I get so many ideas that I'm like, oh, still gotta keep on, keep the focus on the main thing. But unfortunately, I get too distracted too easily, so usually that doesn't really work out too well for me. Like, this is technically a distraction, but it could also potentially be a source of income, so that kind of makes... I mean, both of them could be, but the other one's a bigger uphill battle than what I'm doing with this, so... that's they're kind of bigger than I thought, huh? Okay, let me make them a little bigger. Huh? My brain right now says to me, do it, write that story now, screw the main project. Yeah! Yeah, I really understand that. Because it's like, oh, it's like, an absolute, like, a burst of inspiration where he's like, oh, I gotta do it, you know? Yeah, if anything, I would just... If I was to recommend anything, at least write the concept down so you don't forget about it later. But other than that, no, maybe keep grinding on that personal project. But you know, I'm not one to give like good advice yet. You know, haven't really like got it. So it seems. How about this? I will use the concept in my main project. I mean, that could work, right? But like I said, just I think the best idea is to at least write the idea down for later. And whether or not you want to go through with it becomes like on you. Okay. weirdly, like... Why does it want to, like, bend like that, huh? Oh, it's probably the head and hair, right? There we go. Bop, bop. Yeah, no, I've had stuff like that where, like, I get an idea, I'm like, oh, I'll write that for later, and then I'm like, ooh, you know what? I got a better idea. Put it into the story itself. The current project of mine is huge and rich with complex characters, games, and settings. Well, hmm. Did I make it too long? I was following it based off of this, right? Okay, it's supposed to be just a little bit under her back, I guess it's a little long, yeah. It's supposed to be closer to like that, I think. Or like, there we go, like that. Move in. Oh yeah, that's like a lot closer. Oh wow. You shrink it down, all of a sudden it starts fitting in place. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could probably have it as like almost like a side story to the main plot. Like, oh, at some point you get transported to heaven and hell, but that seems like, you know, potentially you could also people would see that and think of that as filler, even though it could be used as like a way to delve into like how the main character acts and whatnot. Like I get what you mean by like, oh, it's supposed to show your vices and virtues and like how you're supposed to be in both like settings. But what would that say to the overall plot of the story, you know? If you understand what I mean. Huh, if you see that, it's like the hair's on the wrong side. Huh. Yeah, okay, the Rosalina thing, this is easy. I just need a... the 3 in the middle, and just bend it up like that. It should be fine. There are many ideas in my head right now. Oh, oops. I guess... Oh, whoops. That's not how I should be doing it. I should be doing it differently. I should be following where the hole is, actually. And then following that up with the line. Yeah, you know, non-gons like this always really mess things up. If you look at that. I think I could still probably get away with just... get rid of that face. Edge. What's it? 8? And then... maybe 4... 5. Yeah, okay. From this point, grab that. Oh, whoops. Okay. That's kind of how it is. Okay, let me just save. What's the next thing I should work on? I guess the crown. Crown's not... shouldn't be too hard to make. Shift S? No, Shift A. Cylinder. Bring it down. Whoops. I actually forgot. It keeps the size of what the original cylinder you did the first time. It's entertaining to watch you doing 3D modeling. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for that. I sometimes I wonder if it's actually like entertaining for people to watch me do this, but it's like which is kind of it's partially why I don't show the parts where like I have to do like the small modifications showing how the simple things, like the small subtle like details I'm like, oh, I did that wrong. Okay, let's just... Now, this song's been going for a while. Oh, did I leave it for like a good... No, it was not 30 minutes. Okay. I don't remember the song like at all. Huh. Which one's this one? DSI camera, take photos. Huh. Alright. I bet you would get bored of tears if you watched me write a story down or ideas down. Nah. Probably not. You could always... Anyone can make anything entertaining, right? It's just how you do it. Like, the part that makes, I guess, me entertaining is the weird ramblings you get when I'm just, like, mumbling about how I'm gonna do it, things. And also the strange stories that I talk about every once in a while if I actually remember to talk about them. But, you know, half the time I just forget about the stories and just don't talk about them. So that's kind of like a bad thing about me. Or I get distracted too easily about how... Because I'm listening, there's too much noise coming into my headphones. I'm like, oh, I can't focus. Too much noise. Okay, how am I gonna... This is really a circle? This feels like I need to make it like this, but no. Hmm. I mumble too sometimes, but I'm mostly quiet because I'm thinking a lot. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, oh, I had to like really keep that in mind that I'm supposed to mumble out loud when I'm streaming. Like typically when I'm like actually doing this on my own, I'm not. I am like dead quiet. But just because I'm streaming, I have to keep in mind that I'm streaming. I can't be too boring for people, so I try my best to like to at least mumble something to keep people like entertained by me just talking about just whatever shenanigans. Like if I really felt like it, I could just talk about Spider-Man for actually hours. Like if it wasn't spoilers, I would talk about my story and how I'm gonna do things and maybe small stuff I'm gonna change. But like, you know, imagine someone going into the stream. I'm just rambling all about the story. I post it somehow, maybe like it starts catching a bit of traction. People start listening to it, like watching the story, and they go and visit a stream. Like, oh, I want to visit this guy, and it's just me spoiling all of it because I'm bored. Is there a little gem on her head? No, it's just shiny. Alright. Oh, I can just steal the eyes from Peach, huh? Or not. I mean, it's not that hard. Okay. Let me just do a more straightforward head. I can imagine you talking about the B movie script, and I would listen regardless. Yeah, thank you for that. Sometimes I wonder about how well I can yap, but it's like I'm probably okay. I'm probably okay at that. Hmm. Should I make the? I could probably steal this piece from Peach too, like the little ear. Now I just kind of have to partially guess on how like Rosalina's ears are supposed to like curve into. I mean, like it shouldn't be that hard. Like there's that. I remember recently I'm doing something like this, so it's like an insert, so it becomes easier to like fit together the pieces. The Peach one, when I updated it to have the insert, might have not been good enough, so... Actually, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. Gonna inset, shrink inside, set it like that. Do, 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 do. Okay, how do we round this out? How does this look rounded out? Looks okay. It needs to be a bit bigger though. There's no real true reference to the ears, so guess I can just Bend that in a little bit more. And this, square it out. There we go. A little ear insert thing. I guess I'll make the diamond here too. This one shouldn't be too hard. It's like 45-degree angle. Okay, that bit, and that bit, right? Yeah. Is there something missing? It feels like there's something missing. But actually, no, there's nothing missing. It's just because it was too thick, I guess. Oh, I don't remember Rosalina's ears like earring looking like this, but I also don't really remember how Rosalina looks. Except, actually, no, I do. This seems a little big. Okay, sure. Okay, with the mouthpiece, we'll UV sphere 90. Okay. Okay, we'll clone one to set up the eye too. Okay, let's change music. Okay. It's typically nothing special. It's like that. And then from here, grid fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. And then just a long bit like that usually helps out, so I can just whoop, stick it in. Okay, mouth is ready. When I'm watching a stream, I would do things while the stream is on. Oh yeah, a lot of people would use like a stream as white noise, right? You know, while the stream's going on, you just listen to something else, work on small projects, you know, stuff like that. Like when I listen to other people when they stream, I typically go and do other work too. So I can understand what you're talking about. Okay, seems a lot more than I did with the peach one, huh? It's just a lot. The eye thing is a lot bigger, but that also means it can also catch more when I'm 3D printing it. So that's not really that big of a deal. All right. Oh, I guess you also don't see her. Oh, Yeah, right. 180. I have to flip it because that's like actually how she is. Okay, bend this back down. Mhm. Okay, and then we have to do a little flip with this too. Control M, flip. Mm. Oh wow, a lot got lost down there, huh? Okay, let me just pull some of that out then. Yeah, that makes that works a lot better. Okay. Actually, your head seems a little large for some reason, even though it's the same picture, just shrunken down. Okay. Okay. Then we'll color it in. Oh, there's a slight inset on the thing. Okay. So that means when we're printing it, it needs to be printed upright like this. Okay. Well, let's hope that's a 45-degree angle, so I don't have to put in support. I guess it doesn't really work out either way. Okay. Let's start putting in the colors. Hair. Rosalina yellow. Grab that. Roughness 0. Crown. Okay, keep that. That's the yellow. Da, 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 da. Okay, the eye is like a marine blue. Something I've been trying to work on is when I'm making the prototypes, I've been trying to figure out how to make it like shiny like the actual toy. I haven't really figured anything out yet, but I'm just mentioning that because, you know, that's just something to talk about, right? Outfit 1. And I gotta make outfit 2, too. I mean, I guess it's... I also gotta make this, like, metallic. Okay, Rosalina outfit 2. And it's the slightly whiter bluish thing. Take away that. Sign. Shade smooth. Shade smooth. This is color 2. Yeah, I'll just delete that, copy this. Alright, most of the base look is ready. That's basically how she looks. With a few, like, oh, I gotta, like, fix that, modify. Well, maybe I gotta, like, make her face a little bit less round at the bottom, huh? Like that, I guess. Okay. And from here, we're gonna copy this. Alt R. And try and figure out how to make a little... that. Okay. My immediate thought with that is just to, because it's a full circle like that, I might as well just make it into a panel. Build it using a panel. Okay, where's a neutral look? Ah, yes. Let's use this 5-pixel looking picture. Yeah, I can work with this. Mirror XY. No clipping yet. Okay. That's not it. Z? Yeah, Z's the one I need. We'll move it away a good amount for now, while I'm still working on this. So you can see I'm just gonna copy the shape of it before I start really doing anything like crazy. And from here, I think it's just a simple, where's the ball? That ball. Bring it over here. Whoops. Follow the same size. Whoops. And from here, that's when we have a visual to figure out how to round it. Okay, move it out. Put it right in the middle of the ball. There we go. Of course, there's gonna be Can I do that inverse, actually? Or do I need to do sphere? Can I do it proportional? Yeah, I guess that's not gonna be too helpful on my case, huh? Okay, time to finally connect the pieces. Round it like that. And then solidify. Solidify a good amount in. Then subdivide. Okay. Alright, there we go. Guess I could make it a little bit longer. Like that. Okay, there we go. Thicken that up a bit more. I think we're good. If we need it bigger, we just do that. My writing project currently sounds like it comes from the Odyssey, which I, in fact, took inspiration from. If you want me to be real with you, I don't know what the Odyssey is. Like, I know that it exists. I know it's a thing. But that's really it. I don't know anything other than, oh, it's just a thing. Oh, you know, it'd be kind of sick if I try to theory crafting something right on this bit. Oh, I gotta fix that. Oh. Okay, subdivide and then... Oh, that's a lot nicer than what I wanted. Okay. I'm not really sure what the Odyssey is exactly, but like I said, I'm just aware of what it is. The Odyssey is an epic poem from ancient Greece written by Homer, not from The Simpsons. Okay. Oh, this is a lot wider than... Okay, let me just fix that then. Alright, I'm just gonna believe you on that one. It's weirdly like her collar thing weirdly flares out. And it's like kind of hard to work with. I'm trying to figure out how to actually like do it. I mean, I could just force it in like that. It's like, okay, there you go. That's gonna take a bit of modification. Okay, get the outfit, skin. Then we just cover the first half. I guess we could just... Yeah, it's kind of like that. I think I made it too high. I find it fascinating that we can read epic works from the ancient times. I mean, it's pretty neat how well preservation is, you know, like, have you seen that there's a video I saw where a guy's, like, touching some, like, super old books, and they're just crumpling away. And that's kind of wild to, like, see. Like, it legit turns into, like, powder. Like, a powder-like thing. Okay. I guess I can just make the little ball hand. I'm probably not going to import the key until later, because that might dox me. And I don't really feel like checking that. Okay. Shade smooth. Boom. Look at that. The colors are off, but like... That's probably because of, it's just the colors I picked, right? But yeah, reading books that are really old, the idea of, like, it being able to get preserved for that long is actually kind of wild. Like, What, we have books from like several thousands of years ago that we can still read. Oh, the thing that's weird is because she doesn't have her neck. Oh yeah, you see some. There's something wrong here. The bit here is supposed to be like a lot longer. Oh. Yeah, there's something I did wrong here. I didn't... Following the time... whatever this is. Clearly, I misinterpreted some of the pixels there. Because the visor thingy... I don't even know what that is. A visor? Is that a visor? We're gonna make it too sharp. History is fascinating. Yeah, of course. Because you just hear about either the absolute worst things possible, or you just hear something like, this man created, figured out electricity by accidentally mixing these two things together. I'm like, how? How did he do it? Or something like, actually, no, no, you hear, like, the worst possible thing, like, this man was ostracized in the medical community because he just told people when helping helping women conceive during the past that they tell them to wash their hands and they did it. Ooh, it's like, this is awful. This is yo, 70% of babies died because of this. Or you hear something like, a guy was just cooking some fungus and all of a sudden he created penicillin. It's like, that's how? Okay, Rosalina's done. Oh, guess I can just do Rosalina yellow. Speaking of old books, I have this almost 200-year-old German novel in my room. Nice. I've never been one for, like, that, like, collecting old books or anything. I typically collect fairly recent stuff. And even then, I don't really keep it so... Not bad. The colors are a little bit off, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, now I think about it, I'm pretty sure I got copyright struck because I had Coconut Mall playing, so that's probably not good that it's playing. Oopsies. Okay. I didn't actually feel like doing... Okay, how long have I been streaming? 140, okay. Do I really feel like doing Diddy Kong? I don't know. I had a lot of trouble doing Donkey Kong when I was when I did him, because I just, for the life of me, I cannot figure. I am having a lot of trouble doing non-human faces. Actually, you know, I did Bowser pretty easily. Bowser wasn't even that bad. But like the monkeys, that was really hard for some reason. Even Yoshi was pretty hard. I made him look really weird. Yeah, I'll probably just keep at this. May fix the colors. Rosalina. Shiny yellow. It's the same yellow as that. Also a bit metallic. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Shiny yellow. Yeah. That really makes things pop. Okay. You know, it's kind of weird. Why is her face, like, wider now? I remember... Yeah, like, when... The one I based off of this one was not as wide as that one, huh? That's kind of weird. Yeah, just change it just a bit. Alright. Dun, dun. Okay. I guess I can just bend it too. So yeah, if you see what I mean, like with the simplified simplified joints, if I was gonna make an articulated Rosalina, you can see it's like, oh, the next joint, that's like a ball joint right there. Maybe even like, I remember this being a pain to make. Like, I tried doing the peach one to the point to where I was like, you actually can't. So maybe I'll have this as a single bit and a ball joint up here, so you can move her head around. Have this on a swivel, so you can swivel it forward and back. Have this on a ball joint. This bit might actually, I might turn this into a, I might make this with like TPU, or maybe buy some flexible resin and try making specifically that bit. So like, if she moves her arms, that it bends like how it should be in here. How am I gonna get this to work? Not 100% sure. Maybe even like a half and half, like half, you know? That could work. Or her wind-up toy version would be pretty simple, though, because it's just... Because this bottom bit's flat, I can just use that and just have it as, like, a wind, and it's like a wheels. You know, we've been streaming for an hour 50. I think that's actually good enough time. I am not doing Diddy Kong on stream. He's gonna look awful. Sometimes I feel like I'm actually holding myself back by streaming because I'm being limited to being like, oh, I'm kind of worried. Oh, someone's gonna see something. I'm gonna mess something up, and someone's gonna see something on the camera. And it's like, oh, well, oopsies. So I always really hold back when I'm streaming, which I don't do when I'm actually like doing it on my own. But I think we'll call it quits here. Oh, no, you didn't say anything new. Might as well. That doesn't really look that good. I think we'll actually call this quits for today. You know, an hour 50 is actually a pretty good amount of time. No, I just heard my phone vibrate. I'm like, no, go look. I wouldn't mind it if I mess something up when I'm streaming. Yeah, but it's like, no. You have to understand what I mean by when I mess up. When I mean by I mess up, I mean I click something, it shows my city, or I click something, it shows my real name, and not my VTuber name. And I'm like, oh, I guess that part is not a big deal for you because your YouTube thing is probably your actual name. But having it show directly your city, I'm like, oh shit, that's bad. Which, you know, I've had that happen before, but I cut those bits out, so you're not gonna catch it. Oh, that kind of mess up. Then I would mind. Yeah, I would mind too. So yeah, I think we're calling it quits for today. We're not. I think we've finished every single, except for Diddy Kong. We don't talk about Diddy Kong. We're not making it. I'm making them off stream. We've finished every single official Mini Mario from the Mini Mario and Friends game. Technically, there's a Pauline, but she only shows up in the DS game, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, something minis. So she will be a later I mean, it's not gonna be that later. You can always, I can actually make this work. Like, that's so easy. Anyways, I think we'll be calling it in for today. Thank you for watching. Let me turn off the music. Thank you for watching today's stream. Thank you, Albert, for showing up. There's someone else on YouTube. I don't know who. You were there. You're here for a good, like, 20 minutes. Thank you for watching. So there's someone on Twitch. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Okay. Thank you for watching. Next stream's probably going to be back to what the stuff I did before, like the, I don't know, the animation stuff. There's still one animation that I was working on last time before I started on this, which I'm going to probably continue, or I finish it off stream and we work on something else. We finally work on the the main project. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.